Okay, a very good evening to every one of you. We are back with the new chapter number 3, exercise 3.1, question number 1, and this is your channel, Kumar sir. Okay, class 10 mathematics we are solving. Okay, dear students, so all of you please try to be very much sincere enough because already we have reached June. Now only limited months are there with us, so I hope all of you are serious and you are studying and doing your work seriously, and mathematics please go on practicing. Okay, got it or not? You have to be self-responsible now for your works. Nobody is there to push you up there. Okay, so all of you please concentrate and try to study properly. Okay, so now let's go to question number 1. So question number 1, before going to the solutions, let me read out the questions. So question says that Aftab tells his daughter, Aftab is the name of a person, 7 years ago, means from now 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Okay, so first let us write these conditions, what are the things they have given. Up to this sentence let us complete it, our work, then we will proceed to the next part of the questions. So first thing what we are doing, we don't know the present age of Aftab or his daughter. So what we have written, let the present age of Aftab equal to x years. Okay, so present age of Aftab is how much? 8 years, x years, and the present age of his daughter equal to y years. Okay, this is y years. Now in the question it is said he is telling to someone 7 years ago, means 7 years ago means from now 7 years before. That means if I want to know, suppose my age right now is 20, example. Okay, so right now my age is 20, and 7 years ago if I ask you to find my age, what you will do? 20 minus my present age minus 7. So it will come 7 years ago my age was how much? 20 minus 7, 13, right? No. So similarly we have written here 7 years ago Aftab age will be how much? Present age is x, so 7 years ago age will be what? X minus 7 years. Okay, daughter age is now y, so 7 years ago age will be how much? Y minus 7 years. Okay, so wherever the word ago is there, remember you have to subtract the age. Okay, how many years ago, that much year you have to subtract from their present age. So as per question it is said Aftab is telling my present age, 7 years ago my age was equal to 7 times the age of daughter. So Aftab age is this one, daughter age is this one. So Aftab is telling that my age was equal to 7 times the daughter age, so 7 into daughter's age. So x minus 7 equal to 7 into y, 7y minus plus into minus 7 into 7, it will be 49. Next y term, if you bring this side, then it will be what? X minus 7y, and this 7 it is minus that, take it other side and it will become plus 7. So minus 49 plus 7, it will become minus 42. This is your equation number 1. Okay, next again Aftab in the next part what is telling, also 3 years from now, also 3 years from now means after 3 years I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. So Aftab is telling that from 3 years from now I will be as old as you are, I will be 3 times of your age after 3 years. So 3 years hence what we have written, Aftab age will be how much? Right now Aftab age is x, so after 3 years Aftab age will be x plus 3. Daughter age, it will be what? Right now it is y, so after 3 years it will be y plus 3. Okay, so as per questions Aftab is saying my age will be equal to 3 times your age. So x plus 3 is equal to 3 into y plus 3. So multiply it, 3y plus 9, y term it will come this side, so it will be x minus 3y equal to 9 minus 3, which is equal to 6. So this is the equations 2. Okay, fine. Now what is asked in the questions, represent these solutions algebraically. So we have represented it algebraically. This is the algebraical representations, and graphically. So they are also asking us to represent these conditions graphically. So of course we will represent it, but this is the this is the algebraical representations. Hope you have you are understanding it. Now we shall go for graphical representations. Okay, fine. So first of all, we will be writing from equation number 1. Okay, from equations 1. So from equation 1, what we have? X plus 7y equal to minus 42, right? So we have this as equation number 1. So what we will be doing? X will be equal to this 7y, you shift it that side, so it will be minus 42 minus y. Okay, minus 42 minus y. So next, what we are going to do, we are going to find out two values of it. So we will write any value of y you can take. So we will take when so it will be actually this minus I, okay, so this one will be plus. So what we will write, we will substitute any value of y, your wish. Okay, so I am substituting when y is equal to suppose 6. When x will be this 6 value, we are substituting it here. Then you will get minus 42 plus 7 into 6. So x will be equal to minus 42 plus 42, which is equal to 0. Okay, fine. Now when y is equal to suppose 7. So when y equal to 7, then we will get x equal to minus 42 plus 7 into 7. So it comes to minus 42 plus 49, which is equal to plus 7. Okay, got it? My 49 minus 42, it will be plus 7. So we got the two values. So we'll write the we'll make a table here. Okay, you can take 3 value also, no problem, but why to take more, no? So x, y. So x value is how much? 0. Y value is how much? 6. X value is how much? 7. Y value also 7. Okay, so this is your table number 1. We are going to represent now graphically. Algebraically, so we have done it. Next, we will write from equation 2. So from equation 2, what is the equations we have? X minus 3y equal to 6. So we'll write x equal to 6 plus 3y. So now again same thing, when y is equal to 0, then x will be equal to what? 6 plus 3 into 0, which is equal to 6 plus 0, which is equal to 6. Now when y is equal to minus 2, then x is equal to 6 plus 3 into minus 2, so which is equal to minus 6, which is equal to 0. So the table here, it will be how? X, y. When x is equal to 6, y equal to 0. When x equal to 0, y equal to minus 2. So this is the table, we got it. Dear students, I don't have the space, that's why I'm doing like this. Okay, you do from equation 1 this one, and again after drawing the table you do equation from equation 2, go on like this. Okay, for me little bit space problem is there, that's why I'm doing like this. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to plot a graph. Okay, so let's see what is the highest number here, 7. So we will be drawing a graph. This one you try to draw it in your graph paper. Okay, so okay, so this is our x, and this one it will be our x dash, y, y dash, and here is our origin. So we'll mark it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this side is positive, this side it will be negative. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, and we have to extend a little bit, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. So this is our x dash. Okay, now this side it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is y, and this one will be y dash. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. Okay, fine. So this one you will be doing in a graph paper. Okay, dear students. So let's see the first equation. Let's try to plot 0, x is 0, y is 7. So x is 0, y is 7. That means here is the point. Okay, next x is 7, y is 7. So x 7, y 7. So it will come to somewhat near to this one. See, in your graph there will be a line, so you don't need to draw this dotted line. Okay, I am drawing it, but you don't need to draw. Okay. Okay. So this is the equations. Okay. This is the point for equation number 1. So you have to draw with scale. Okay, fine. Here you will be writing the equations. The equation is what? X minus 7, y equal to minus 42. So this is for equation number 1. Next graph we will see x is 6, y is 0. So x 6, y 0. This is the one. And next is what? X is 0, y minus 2. So this is the point. Okay. So okay, so it will be coming, it should be a straight line. Okay, remember dear students, it should be a straight line. Again I am telling you, it has to be a straight line. Okay, if it is not a straight line, it is not okay. Okay, got it? Yeah. So what is the equations for this? The equations number 2 is what? This one. This is our equation number 2. So you will write it x minus 3y equal to 6. So this is the graphical representation of this question. Okay, got it or not? So here we come to the end of question number 1. Hope all of you have understood it. Do it properly. These portions you will write first, then you will write second, and this one you will draw it in your graph. Okay. So I hope you have understood it. It's very simple. Now we are going to go do question number 2. Okay, number 2. So let me read out the question number 2 first. The coach of a cricket team buy 3 bats and 6 balls for 3,900 rupees. So first of all, in order to find out what is the cost of 5 or 10 bat, balls or anything, first of all you should know the cost of 1 bat or 1 ball or 1 chocolate. So what we are doing, let the cost of 1 bat equal to x rupees and the cost of 1 ball equal to y. We have considered this. Now case 1, in the case 1 he have purchased how many bat? 3 bat and 6 ball. So cost of 3 bat will be equal to what? 1 bat ka cost is x, so 3 bat 3x. Cost of 6 balls will be how much? 1 ball is y and 6 ball it will be 6y. So as per question they said that if we include the cost of bat and balls together, he has paid how much? 3,900. So we have written 3x plus 6y equal to 3,900. Now you see this all is divisible by what? 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, so 3 1, 3 3 0. So x plus 2y plus 13. If you divide 39 by 3, it will go 13 times. So 13. This is your equation number 1. So this is the algebraical representation of case 1. Case 2, now again beside this again they have purchased 1 bat. The cost of 1 bat is equal to x, and how many balls they have purchased? 3. So cost of 3 balls equal to 3y. Now as per questions, okay, x plus 3y is equal to 1300, it is given. Now second time when he went for purchasing, he have paid how much rupees total? Cost of bat and balls together, he have paid 1300 rupees. So which is equal to equation number 2. Now from equation number 1, what we have to do, we have to form a points for the graph. So from equation number 1, x plus 2y equal to 1300. So this 2y, if I take that side, then it will become what? X equal to 1300 minus 2y. Next, as I have taught you in the first questions, so when y equal to, you can put any value here. Since it is 1300, so we have to take everything in 100. 1, 2, if you put, it will be little lengthier, the points will come little lengthier. So that's why when y equal to 600, then 6 2 is 12. So 13 minus 2 into 600, 1200. So how much it will come? 100. X equal to 100. Now when y equal to 700, then x will be equal to 1300 minus 2 into 700. So 1300 minus 1400, it will be equal to minus 100. So our table is what? X, y. X is 100, then y is 600. X is minus 100, then y is 700. Okay, so table 1 is done. Now from equation number 2, so from equation number 2, what we are doing, x plus 3y equal to 1300. This 3y, we will take it that side, then it will become what? Minus. So x equal to 1300 minus 3y. Okay, got it. Now again, when y is equal to any value, you can say, I have for me it was suitable 400, so I have taken 400. X equal to 1300 minus 3 into 400, so it becomes to 1200. So 13 minus 1200, it will be equal to 100. Now next equations we have taken, when y equal to 300, then 1300 minus 3 into 3, 900, that is equal to 400. So this is our graph coordinates 2, table 1, table 2. Now we are going to draw the graph. Okay, number 2. Okay, question number 2. So we have found the points. This is our points for equation 1, this is the points for equation 2. So we have plotted it. Okay, so the first point here, it is what? Our maximum number is what? 700. So we have taken everywhere a number up to 800. Okay, each 10 division is equal to 100. Okay, so x is equal to how much? 100. Y is equal to 600. So x is 100. So where is x? This is x, 100. Sorry, x is 100 here and y is 600. So x is 100, y is 600. Done. Next is x is minus 100. X is minus 100, y is 700. So x is minus 100, y is 700. So we have joined this line. Okay, fine. Next one, x equal to 100, y 400. So x equal to 100. So x is equal to 100, y equal to 400. This is the point we have drawn. Next is what? X is equal to 400 and y equal to 300. 400 and y equal to 300. So we have drawn the line. Now this is the graphical representation of second questions. Okay dear students. Okay, now let us switch to the next question. Do question number 3, the last question of this exercise. The cost of 2 kg apple and 1 kg grapes on a day was found to be 160 rupees. So first of all, to find out the cost of 1 kg, 2 kg apple or grapes or anything, we have to know the cost of 1 kg. So first of all, we are considering, let the cost of 1 kg apple be x and the cost of 1 kg grapes be y. So cost of 2 kg apple will be how much? 2 into x. Cost of 1 kg grapes, it will be y only. So as per questions, if you add up these two costs, you are paying how much? 160 rupees. So 2x plus y equal to 160 rupees. This is your equation number 1. Now case 2, they have taken again for after a few months, they went to the market, they have taken 4 kg apples. So 1 kg apple cost is 4x, so 4x, and they have taken 2 kg grapes. 2 kg grapes, 1 kg cost is y, so 2 kg 2y. As per questions, this one you will add it, then they have paid 300. So 4x plus 2y equal to 300. So you can see clearly this all are divisible by 2. So divide it, 2 2 is the 4x plus 2 2 is the 1, 2 1 is the 2. So and this one it will be 150. This is your equation number 2. Now from equation number 1, what we are doing? We are taking equation number 1, 2x plus y equal to 160. So y will be keeping it this side and 2x you can take that side. Okay, so it will be 160 minus 2x. Always remember, You can take any one, y also you can take here, but if you take y here, then you have to find the answer in fraction. So that one, in order to avoid, you try to do like this, okay? So when x equal to 80, y will be equal to 160 minus 2 into 80, that is 160, which is equal to 0. When x equal to 70, y equal to 160 in minus 2 into 70. So 160 minus 140 is equal to 20. So we got the table for the first one, 80, 0, 70, 20. Now equation 2. 2x plus y equal to 150. Y is equal to 150, and this 2x I am bringing this side, so it will become minus 2x. So when x equal to 100, then 150 minus 2 into 100, that is minus 200, which is equal to minus 50. When x equal to 50, then y will be equal to what? 150 minus 2 into 50, 100, that is 50. So this is our second table. Now we are going to plot the graph for this one, okay? First of all, you take it down, all of you. Number 3. So these are the points we have got for equation number 1, x equal to 80, y equal to 0, and x equal to 70, y equal to 20. So x equal to 0, x equal to 80 and y equal to 0. So this is the point, okay? Next is what? X equal to 70. So x is 70 here, and y equal to 20. So it will be little bit upside, okay? It will be little bit up here. Got it or not? So this is the point, okay? So we have drawn a straight line. You have to draw a straight line there, student. I am drawing freehand, so it is a little bit bent. You have to draw a straight line like this, okay? Who knows, if you draw the straight line, it may come parallel also, so you have to draw a straight line, okay? Next, what it is given, x equal to 100, the second one, and y is minus 50. So x equal to 100 here, and y is minus 50. So minus 50 is here. So wait, x equal to minus 100 and y is equal to 50. So this is the point 100 and this is the 50, okay? Got it? Next point is what? 50, 50. X also 50, y also 50. X 50 is here, y 50 is here. So we have joined the point, so it is intersecting at a point. It is intersecting here. At this point, it is intersecting, okay or not? So no problem. Okay, so this is the graphical representation, students. I hope you have understood this. Is not at all a difficult exercise. It is very easy. So in exercise chapter 3, we will have 4 to 5 exercises will be there. So it will take a little time, okay? And I'm very much sure that dear students, all of you, please be regular to the channel. Watch the video properly, 1, twice, thrice, so that you can understand better. If you have doubt, feel free to ask your doubt, okay? Got it or not? So that my efforts will not go in vain if you learn it. So dear students, this is exercise 3.1. We are done with it. I hope you have understood. Next lecture we will be doing exercise 3.2, okay? So, and if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe your mathematics channel, Kumar Sir, okay? Keep learning and stay at home. Thank you.